Bert Copeland will be presenting to us a Level 3 speech from Engaging Humor. The purpose of this project will be for the member to give a speech that will be motivating. Help me welcome Bert as he talks about Tractor Pull 2.
Fellow Toastmasters, how many of you know what a tractor pull is? I'm not talking about the tractor pulls that you see on television where they put the sled behind the tractor and it continually goes down until the tractor can't move forward anymore. I'm talking about the old-fashioned tractor pulls where they connected them with chains. That's what I want to talk about tonight. The old-fashioned tractor pull. And I have an uncle that has vintage tractors and he loves to do this. You have two tractors and they both have the same size tires and they both have the same size engines and they both have drivers that are the same, and they drop the flag and they start pulling forward and they're equal and the tires are spinning and they aren't moving. They spend 5 minutes there and they're not moving. Well, that reminded me, this is an awful lot like life. Where on one hand we have a desire, but on the other hand we have a contradictory belief. And the thing that's holding them together is the but. The but. Both of these tractors will pull the same until you empower them, until you put some energy with them. And when you do that, one of them will draw forward. And if it's your desire and you put energy behind it, it'll draw forward and move the other one. Let's see if you can remember some but statements. Here's some examples. I'd love to give a speech, but I don't have anything worth saying. I want to get in better shape, but all the gyms are closed. I'd like to be able to meet new people, but I don't know how to do it. Well, where you put your attention is where you have your creative power. And if you put your attention on your desire, your tractor starts getting momentum and it breaks the chain of but holding it back, the chain of nothingness. Or as Emerson said, let us take our bloated images of nothingness out of the path of our divine circuits. How many times have we put the nothingness of but in front of our divine purposes? How often have you been putting the but in front of your chances for enjoyment and opening the world? I want you to consider some alternatives to the previous statements I said. Instead of, I want to give a speech, but I have nothing to say, I want to give a speech, and I have plenty of ideas that will make interesting speeches. I want to get in better shape, but the gyms are all closed. Instead, you could say, I want to get in better shape, and there are many resources available to help me. What about, I want to be able to meet new people during these times, but I don't know how to do it. How about you change that to, I want to be able to use the new ways people connect and have friends that acquaintances will show me how to do it. What I want to show you real quickly is to how to get beyond that but belief. The first thing you have to do is recognize that you're doing it, becoming aware of it, become aware of the but belief. And the U would be to undo the but belief, understand the negative consequences of it. And T would be transcend or transport forward and begin an avalanche of opportunities for growth. I have an acquaintance that wrote a song, and I'm not a singer, but I'm going to give it to you. This thing I've been dragging behind feels like it weighs 50 pounds. It's just a small 3-letter word, but man, it slows me down. Because no matter how I try to walk with my best strut, I trip and fall all over it when I focus on my butt. It's time to get rid of my butt. It's bigger than it appears. It hinders forward motion and keeps me in arrears. Butt's just a stinking thinking that puts us in a rut. But who, but where, but how, but why? But. When I want to follow what my heart is saying, I dream, treat, and move my feet. And soon I'm on the game until my butt gets in the way and cancels everything I say, flushing all my efforts right down the drain. So if you're driving with butt, you're looking back in the rearview mirror. Give yourself a gentle pinch in your own posterior. Mind the words you're saying, because the one you must cut. Not and, not why, not with, not why. Just quit dragging that butt. It's the conjunction with the negative function. So just quit dragging that butt. And I'm Toastmaster.